Greetings and welcome, salutations to everyone. This is Fanboy TV's South by Southwest Movie Marathon Extravaganza. 6 hours of super movie intensity that we hopefully will cram without any technical difficulties. I am, of course, one of the mini hosts, Pocky D. With me right now is Courtney, and we're going to kick everything off with a really cool movie, starting with the director,
Andrew Wonder.
Andrew, explain to the people who do not know about your movie what your movie's about.
All right, Seed. It started as a story of the new American dream. We've all had an idea for an app. I'm sure you've sat home and be like, this would be a great app. If I made it and I could make $1 billion like Snapchat. And so what we found teams who were on the first step of that journey. Right after their idea, we had a team in Africa, a team from Palestine, a team from San Francisco, and we followed them coming to San Francisco and then taking those first steps of the journey to pitch the idea and to make it a reality. And so for us, it was all about, what does it take to go that extra mile? What is the reality? What does it really feel like? And what do you go through? And the reality is a lot harder than Snapchat makes it look.
Yeah, because there's what did Apple say? It's like 10,000 apps a day show up on their doorsteps, and a handful of those make it big.
Yeah.
And these guys, they definitely go through a lot of steps and a lot of trauma just to get to that first step and just get noticed.
Well, the crazy part is building the app is the easy part.
Yes.
It's not that hard anymore to create the app or create the technology. The problem is anyone else can create it. So it's really about the power of ideas. I mean, the beautiful thing about it is that, my idea here in Austin, your idea in San Francisco, another idea in Africa, they all now have the same value. Anyone can have that dream and anyone can make that dream come true. The problem is, how do you make that dream into a business, a successful business, and how do you make it a reality? And we, saw a lot of drama going through. We have these 3 high school kids who are trying to make an image recognition app.
Nice.
And they're there. It's like supposed to take a picture of your shoe, and then if I like your shoe, I could take a picture. Then I go to Amazon.
Right.
And they're really funny, but they're 16 years old, and they have to make their app so that they can try to get into Stanford, because you can't get into Stanford unless you have a startup now. So you're dealing with all of this. We have a cab driver from New York who drives for Uber, who's driving 7 days a week to send all the money back to Palestine to keep his business going. And if this was a movie, if this was Rocky, he's working so hard every day. He'd do anything. He'd be up there. He'd be in love, and he would win. But then you see that, is hard work enough? And what does it mean? And how do you win?
It's also slightly about how do you present yourself. It's like you convince somebody that this is the app that every phone will have in America or the world even.
Well, more importantly, at this stage, it's also about you can trust me with your money.
Oh, yeah.
I need investment so that I can get my idea off the ground. So,
Sounds like familiar process.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, that's what it's funny. It was a really hard film to make because to me it was really about the new Hollywood. It reminded me of everything I deal with as a filmmaker.
Yeah.
You go in, you sell an idea. No one tells you it's a bad idea. No one will ever tell you have a bad idea because they want your next idea.
Right.
So you go through, it's like, so is this a good idea? Do I keep going? Do I do this? And so it was hard to make because I felt like I got to see everything I got
reflected.
I got to see everything that makes what we do terrible, but happening with technology I don't even understand. And so that was cool and terrible.
Tell us a little bit about Angel Hack as well, because is that the event or is that the company behind the event?
So Angel Hack was the organization we used as kind of like our base for it. They run hackathons all over the world. If you guys, hackathons seem like pretty like people here in Austin know, but it's a 36-hour competition where you create an idea from scratch. And so Angel Hack runs these hackathons all over the world. If you win the hackathon, whether you're in Sri Lanka or San Francisco, you become able to be in this kind of incubator program they have that's all online. It's a couple of months. Then at the end of it, the teams that make it through the program and make it all through all the steps, they're invited to San Francisco for what they call Silicon Valley Week. So our film takes place across Silicon Valley Week. So Angel Hack, it's kind of like pitch training and mentorship. Then they put you like American Idol style on a stage in front of investors and VC people, and you have 3 minutes to pitch your idea. So you've done this work for months, you lived these dreams, you left your country, you've come met everyone, and then you have 3 minutes and no second chance if you mess it up.
So this movie definitely, when I watched it, I was like, I want to show this. I want to go to every high school in America because that's where a lot of these kids are. And go, look, if you have a kid who you think needs it, you need to have them to watch this movie so they understand. So at least they don't make the same mistakes some of these guys made during the movie, and they understand where they have to go with it.
Well, and for me, it wasn't even about the mistakes. For me, my hope with this film is, a lot of people have had this dream. A lot of people have succeeded at it. A lot of people have pitched, coded out of their mom's basement, and the idea turned to nothing. And so my hope is that this film can kind of be an anthem for everyone who has been in this world, so that you can show your mom, and your mom can understand what you were doing that whole time, what you went through, and what this means. I hope that this can be an honest look at, that every day is hard on this path to succeeding.
So we have to call it short here, but before we go, where can people find this movie if they're not in South by Southwest and they want to get more information about it?
Well, you can search our film. I believe it's cdocumentary.com will be launching. It should be on VOD by the end of the month, I'm told. And so just keep looking for the film Seed and Documentary, and hopefully it'll be in your feeds and all over the place pretty soon.
And if they are in South by Southwest right now, they're going to watch it. Where would they be watching it in the near future?
They're going to come by tonight. There's screenings tonight, tomorrow, and Monday at the Violet Crown.
Nice.
That's a nice place.
And it should be great. Tomorrow, I believe, 11 a.m. Tomorrow and Monday. And then tonight we have 4 screenings starting at 5:45.
Nice.
Awesome. Guys, this is awesome. We recommend going and seeing this movie. Right now, we're going to make room for our next guest. And stay tuned because this is going to be awesome. Again, we've just started off our Fanboy TV 6-hour marathon. Now, let's get ready to go to the next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.